My name is Mary Christensen. I'm originally from Elkton, South Dakota, just east of Brookings. Went to school here at SDSU and did both my undergraduate and my master's degree here on campus. Moved to Colorado for a couple years and worked as a career counselor in the College of Agricultural Sciences at Colorado State University. And then my husband and I had the opportunity to come back to Brookings and to come back to South Dakota. And it just worked out great that we both had awesome jobs at the same time. So here I am. I've been back at South Dakota State University for 2 years now. And my position here is the coordinator of advising and student retention for the College of Agriculture and Biological Sciences.
I've known the legend of Mary for a long time, as she was a state officer right about the time that I was coming into college. But Mary and I really got to know each other really well when I started September of last year in my current position at SDSU. Mary and I's careers interact with one another a lot of the times because our offices we share a wall. So she is always there to bounce ideas off of. She'll come over and bounce ideas off of me. Even though our jobs are different, they do interact quite a bit within the college. I have to say that most of the time working with Mary is a joy. We get along very well. We have different personalities as far as how we look at things, but we really get along well together. There aren't many challenges other than sometimes getting work done because we get off on tangents. Mary brings a depth of knowledge about the academic programs. If there's ever an advising question or anything that I have to ask, she knows the answer, at least the right person to talk to within the system. The three adjectives I think fit Mary best. The first one I thought was definitely knowledgeable. Like I said before, she really knows what she's talking about, especially on the advising side. The second one is definitely chipper or bubbly. Either one of those two would fit pretty well. She's always got a positive attitude and is fun to work with. The third one is just a great friend. Mary's and her husband Cody are great friends of mine. We hang out a lot, and has made us transition back into Brookings very, very easy.
And my position here is the coordinator of advising and student retention for the College of Agriculture and Biological Sciences. So I guess that is a long title, and what that means is I do a lot of academic advising with students here in the college. I advise general ag majors, biotechnology, and the ag leadership specialization. And I also work with a lot of new students as they're coming in and helping them get oriented at new student orientation. I also work with students who are readmitted from an academic suspension and helping connect students with additional resources on campus to help them be successful here at SDSU. I didn't really know what I wanted to do when I was growing up. And so I came to SDSU actually as a pre-occupational therapy major because I loved helping people, and I had done some shadowing in high school and I thought that looked pretty fun. But then I took a couple communication classes and I loved them. And so I actually did my undergraduate and my master's program in communication studies. And partway through my master's program, I realized that I loved working in a campus setting and I loved working with college students. And I learned that as I was teaching fundamentals of speech, Speech 101, and just enjoyed the interaction with college students. So once I graduated my master's program, I was really looking for an opportunity to just work in a campus setting with college students. And I just knew that my people skills and my ability to build relationships with others would hopefully help me do something in the college environment. My job at Colorado was certainly a great in, and I loved it. I had a lot of on-the-job training and on the career side of things, but my job responsibilities there really lend themselves to my position here because I was doing very, very similar things in Colorado that I'm doing in my job now. What I love about my job is the diversity of the different things I get to do. I teach a freshman seminar class, and so I get to see students in the classroom environment. I get a lot of one-on-one meetings with students through academic advising and working with readmitted students. But I also get to work with a lot of our clubs and organizations through advising the Prexy Council on campus and working with campus-wide programs like the new Lead State program. So all of those new things always keep my day moving in different directions, whether it's a meeting or a club event or working with students one-on-one. One of the challenges of my job, I would say that just really helping each student to what they need. That doesn't really make sense, but every student is different, and so one prescriptive plan to help a student be successful on campus isn't a perfect fit for anyone. And so sometimes it's hard when working with a student to figure out what they need to help them be successful. And while that's a challenge, it's also a benefit and a joy, because if I'm able to actually help a student based on whatever their needs are, it's really cool to see them be successful in the end. All right, so my average day, it changes depending on the year, but I usually have a campus-wide meeting for a committee that I'm on, whether it's a student success committee or the Common Read or Lead State or something along those lines. And then I usually have several one-on-one student meetings, whether it's with one of my regular academic advisees or maybe a student who's been readmitted. Sometimes I'm meeting with brand new students who are either just scoping out SDSU to see if it's going to be a right fit for them and if we have the majors and the options that they're looking for, or maybe it's a student who's decided to come to SDSU and we're just helping them get registered for the first time. So that's why I love my job. There's variety in every day and the different types of meetings that I attend. So those new students coming in, some advice that I would give to new students. On the academic side, go to class. Would be top advice, along with reading your textbooks. It amazes me how many students just simply don't read, and if you do read and you do go to class, your chances of doing well academically are much better. Some other advice I would say is certainly get involved on campus. We have so many different clubs and organizations, no matter what your interests are, for you to plug in with other students that have a similar background or similar passion. And so that's a good place to connect with students, with faculty members, with industry, just a really good place to connect. But faculty and academic advisors are another really good resource, so I encourage students to make connections with their faculty and their advisors throughout their years on campus as they're working towards their degree. So it feels really great being able to see students be successful on campus. One benefit of my job is we have great students here at SDSU, and especially in the College of Ag and Bio. I'm just so proud of students every day. And so watching students grow and mature and get involved in clubs and organizations and take on leadership positions and really start being advocates for their industry as they go out and network with employers and seek new career opportunities. It's just really fun to see them be successful and to plug in to their niche, so to say. I don't know if I can claim any part in that. I think that we naturally have good students here on campus, and I just love helping connect our students with the resources that are already here to help them blossom and to really meet their potential. On the other side of things, with students who are not doing well for one reason or another, maybe they're working too many hours while they're going to school, or maybe they just weren't prepared or really struggled with that transition into college in the first place. Students who go on academic probation and then are suspended, when I'm working with those students, it's different depending on each student, but it's really exciting to see a student who didn't do well and then it clicks and they find their motivation and their passion and their reason for being here in school, and they learn how to calculate their grade point average and they learn what it's going to take to get their grades back up. And it's really fun to have those meetings with students as they're being successful and helping them get back on track with their academic progress. And that feels good, and I'm constantly proud of the students that we have here. The future here in the College of Agriculture and Biological Sciences, I think the future is bright. I think the college continually adapts to increasing technologies and information, and will continue to thrive. Agriculture and our food system is not going away, and so we will need to continue producing qualified, competent students to meet the demands for industry. I think the Ag Bio Careers Day is a great example of how our students continue to be successful. We had over 90 employers in a packed room and over 600 students attending looking for internships and full-time jobs. Our majors continue to have high job placements with students getting the jobs that they want within the first 6 months after graduation. So it's really exciting to see our students be successful in their future plans and intended careers. It's really fun to see students grow and mature while they're here on campus. And I love watching juniors and seniors step into leadership positions in their clubs and organizations, or just, you can see them being those role models across campus. And then they get close to graduation and my heart kind of breaks a little bit, and it's like, oh no, they're graduating. And then it's just amazing to see that new crop of students come up and fill their shoes, and they continue to grow and mature. And so it's really fun to see that cycle of students just continually be successful here at SDSU.